All right, we have our Season 17 Week 1 matchup between Gouda, aka Shadowman, aka Jefferson, aka other things, versus LosLightning. And I am joined currently by our other commentator, Crap Goose. You want to take us away?
I changed my name back already. Why have you done this?
You know,
Yeah,
people were asking
I
for that.
yeah, great, very cool. So I am ready to take us away. I think Jesse's team is one of the most linear teams in the entire league, in that it has one singular goal, which is get Trick Room up, and it does not have any other game plans besides that. But if it does get Trick Room up, it's got Melmetal. It's got Ursaluna, the two treasures of ruin Pokemon to lower your defenses. It's incredibly good once it gets up. But if Los has thought of any way to stop Hatterene from getting Trick Room up, this could be really hard for Jesse. That is my opinion.
Yeah, um, I believe one of those Treasures of Rune Pokemon also drops special attack, which is such a big boost for Melmetal because Melmetal doesn't care about its special attack, but then also has a somewhat worse special defense, so it like just helps it even more. Like
Yeah,
that pairing is so nice. But yeah, the speed on Jesse's team is just it's so slow. Like Trick Room's got to go up, and I believe Hatterene is the only Pokemon with Trick Room on these.
unless it's one of the new Gen 9 Pokemon, then yeah.
Yeah,
And Los is, I mean, to put it in perspective, um, Primarina, who you normally consider really slow, outspeeds 5 of the 6 of Jesse's Pokemon.
no
um,
way, really?
yeah, the only one it doesn't outspeed is Wo-Chin, the dark grass Pokemon. It outspeeds all the other 5.
Well, I think that just shows that like Carlos really doesn't want Trick Room getting up because
Yeah,
he's in trouble. So we'll see if he has maybe a way to stop it, or if he just wants to put in enough damage to this Hatterene to take it out.
yeah. So I'm excited to see what they lead. Are you ready for us to tell them to start?
Yeah, let's go ahead. I am very interested in how this Stantler runs. This Stantler, it's a really cool new mon that can be used due to that Eviolite.
Yeah, well, with the addition of Wordier, it can get Eviolite, like you were saying. Now, you know me. I'm a huge proponent of the Trick Room into Trick Room. And if I know Wordier for sure gets Trick Room, so I imagine Stantler does as well, perhaps. But I could be wrong. I'm actually going to look at that right now.
Stantler does get Trick Room. We see
Okay, cool.
multiple Insta-Terras, an Ice Beam, an Eruption. Is this kill? This is killing.
Did he
Wow.
read? Los is a genius. I cannot believe. I don't know if he knew that that was going to happen, that if he read the Steel Terra, but if he did, he's the best player of all time.
From my understanding, he he knew that there was probably going to be a sash on there, and he believed that eruption was just going to do just enough damage that it didn't matter. And sunny day eruption, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Facade. Do you think Jesse made the right call there, going after Latias and not Entei?
um, I
This
imagine that Hot Porridge would have one shot Latias or Inte. I think, based on the remaining Pokemon, that Inte was the bigger threat just because it has Terra up, because so it has like that stab eruption.
and
It's
this
full health.
eruption, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, right there. Like, there's nothing. I mean, this game's over.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would
Um,
love to see Cursula or Corsola G, whatever it is, really clutch up with Strength Sap. But I would be blown away if Cursula gets another move off. Or Corsola.
yeah, definitely. So
Yeah, Liz. Yeah, one shots through Eviolite.
incredible.
Oh no!
Just let's see who's. Yeah, looks like
Oh my goodness! I can't believe it. That is, I mean, 4 turn loss is about as fast as it goes.
Damn. He hasn't like done that already.
All right, I guess we're waiting on the next one.
We are So,
Okay,
what do you think that Jesse could do?
what do I think Jesse can do? Main thing is not Terra Steel on Hatterene.
I
Oh,
I think he might still die.
yeah. Oh, for sure. I think. Oh, do any of his Pokemon get Wide Guard? If so, that's the solution.
Oh, that would be pretty big if one of them did.
They forgot a replay. I'm grabbing it if someone else hasn't.
It looks like Daniel already grabbed it.
Wow, shouts out to Daniel. Just the
Shout out to
heart and
Daniel.
soul of this
Yeah.
league.
The I won't say the dad of the league. You know
I mean, Dad is
that
in
could be
his name.
Terry too. You know.
Yeah. Well, I personally wait for any of Terry's Instagram posts about being a dad so I can see you comment some dumb thing
Oh
on it.
yes, yes. Just because I know Terry is probably going to listen to this, Terry, you remember that Instagram post where you held a green Skittle and said, "I love orange Skittles"? Because that's my favorite post I've ever seen.
Why? I don't get the joke.
So basically, we had the dice and we like rolled like multiple things. It was a very low roll, and that was the thing that we told Terry he had to do. It was great.
This post I love orange Skittles look like a doofus.
Yeah,
Okay,
he took
okay.
it down after a couple. All right, back to this. Yeah, unless you
Oh,
know,
all right.
welcome. We have
Yeah.
another commentator, Dratheon. Did you
Indeed.
catch that first game?
I did not catch the first game.
Well, Carlos just erupted and killed all four Mon with Entei, I believe.
I
Yeah, it was all
honestly.
four. So
Oh, Ursa Luna did survive an eruption, right? Do you think he can one shot Inte? Maybe with Terra Ground,
well,
but he's still gonna take big damage.
yeah, the concern is like he's not gonna get that guts immediately, and yeah,
He's
double
double
protect.
protecting.
I guess he's this. I mean,
I mean, there's not really anything he can wait out. Terra Less the
so
entire.
yeah. So now you got a facade Entei.
I mean, Inte will get one shot. The issue is, Latias and Inte can still take out Hatterene,
Yeah,
and then you're still slow as hell
You're so
for all your
slow
remaining
and- yeah.
Pokemon. If I'm
So-
Carlos, I just Ice Beam Hatterene and Eruption again. Who cares if Hot Porridge kills Inte?
Yep.
That's true, because I think at this point, stopping the Trick Room is the play, right? Or stopping the possibility of Trick Room.
Now, if Jesse's a crazy psychopath, he could play for double protect on Hatterene, and that could be a winning option. Um, I honestly think that he might want to go for it because I don't
Really?
know. I don't know if he has another way out of the game if he doesn't get Trick Room.
Here's the swap.
This seems
Well, I
wild.
guess he's not going for that. Yeah, the Eruption's just
This
gonna kill it.
seems-
This is crazy,
Well,
man.
the special attack drop.
Oh yeah, the special attack drop.
Oh, I never even thought
Ooh.
about that.
Yup.
So I think that this
The
is
Vessel
actually
of
this is
Ruin.
nice. He's got whatever that bear was called.
Ursulina.
Personally,
No,
Ursulina.
hot porridge, hot porridge.
Porridge, yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's use that.
Already
let's use that
burned,
name.
ready to come back in and just start hitting things and killing things.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Wu Tang Lu. Do you guys know anything about it? Could you guys fill us in?
I mean,
it's
other than it-
it's defensive and has the Vessel of Ruin. I mean, that's about it.
I see that it's
Yeah.
dark. Could it take out this Latias right now?
Oh, its basic attack stats are really bad. Its special attack's really bad. Its
Yeah,
attack
no,
is really
it could,
really high.
It could kill it if it lands a.
I'm checking its dark moves right now. It gets
Wow.
Whoa!
Earthquake taking out your Hatterene, but being able to bring in your hot porridge that's already burned. This is big.
I mean, that porridge is really hot.
Also, it's
there's
interesting
the
that you all
porridge.
say that it isn't a very attacking Pokemon, but he has the Life Orb on there.
That is true. I now something I looked at is Ting Lu's dark options don't seem to be really good. His best dark type move is Throat Chop.
Oh, it doesn't
I
have
But
knockoff?
it does not get knocked off though.
Look, all I'm saying is there's a Primarina on the other side. All right.
Yeah.
If he throat chopped, it might be a problem. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh,
Comparing to normal.
I think this is done, right? Like, there's no way, right?
Unless we've already seen an ally switch from Latias. A nice ally switch here, and you can take out Hot Porridge. You could be in good shape.
I think
This
I
Slitherwing
think
will kill
if you
Hot
have the
Porridge. Easy.
option, I think if you have the option, you should double protect and then go for some play next turn.
Ooh.
Oh, he's protecting. Oh, he has first impression.
Oh, there's the first impression. There's the rock slide.
Now we're ooh, big.
Okay, now we're on the double protect vibe, right? You just could bait out Trick Room forever.
If they both have protect, I don't know. I feel like this Latias, we've seen Sunny Day already from it. Ice Beam ally switch. Do we know the last move?
We do not.
And if it's me, I don't have protect. But
right, I have 4 attacking moves like this is singles. Come on.
Slitherwing, if it gets strength snap,
like I'm 6 years old playing Pokemon for the first time, and I'm just putting bigger numbers down.
Yeah,
I mean,
Corsola moves are the same type.
Corsola has strength sap. We just don't even have to think about that. It does. And if Slitherwing starts getting strength sapped, Jesse wins. It's really important that that thing
There's
stays
an ally
up.
switch, a big burn.
Gets
Does he
burned.
read it? He doesn't read it.
But it doesn't. But does it matter?
Oh! He lives, but the burn will kill. The burn kills.
Wow.
So can
Slitherwing? Do we see Nightshade here? Just
Yep.
Nightshade with strength sap support.
He read the burn correctly.
Yeah.
Carlos did. I think if you had no burn on Slitherwing, there's a chance, but I just don't see a way. I think you just start nightshading. There's no way Slitherwing does damage.
Curious. Actually, I don't think Carlos can win because
I don't think so.
I think he may have only fighting moves in first impression.
Uh-oh.
What do you think his fourth move? Will-O-Wisp close combat first impression?
You know, I'd like to pull it up on another monitor,
move,
but
right? Surely it's a bug move, right?
Lois is on your team, so you might know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let me go in the deep recesses.
Okay, of the chat.
We have something a little nicer than just the chat.
But surely he predicted this, right? Surely he predicted the possibility of a ghost type or the ghost type being brought or a Terra Ghost.
You know, I don't know.
I don't think he can win.
No.
I'm curious what's taking so long. If you can't win, I mean, you just keep spamming your moves or your forfeit. Maybe he does have something.
I don't think he can win unless his fourth move is knockoff. That's how bad I think the situation is. But I doubt Slitherwing gets knockoff. I think this game's just a GG.
Oh, look at that. He's waiting. Oh, wait a minute.
Jesse with a huge BM, knowing Carlos can't win, just waiting. Okay, I mean we get our confirmation, right? Slitherwing had nothing for it. I think that was smart by Carlos to hide his fourth move, whatever it may be.
Are we going to a game 3?
We are going to a game 3.
Sick.
Now, here is where I think Carlos makes the adjustment, pulls out a separate option, and we see what else he has to stop this Trick Room.
I still think if you're running Trick Room on Stantler, you bring Stantler in and you just double Trick Room. I've done it before. I'll do it again. But Jesse probably would not expect that. I don't think anyone sees Stantler come out and thinks it's going to Trick Room into a Trick Room. But I mean, if he reads it and you Trick Room for Jesse, that's just game over. It's always risky.
Super risky. we'll see what he can do. So, going into this game 3, deadlocked, who do my commentators have? Who do we think is going to win?
Well, I thought Carlos won for sure and had no chance of ever losing this game until I remembered that Ting Lu gets the most insane ability. Game Freak continues to power creep. But now that Eruption doesn't one-shot Hatterene, that's so bad. I think maybe if you lead Eruption still and another Pokemon that potentially does more damage to Hatterene, like a Ghost type move or something, that you can still kill it before it gets Trick Room up. You just need it to get its sash broken. Jesse doesn't have like a follow me mon or anything to stop it. Like maybe, God, where are his options? Like maybe you get a Regieleki Thunderbolt off on it
Pretty,
as well as the option and that one shots. Who knows?
pretty surprising to not see Regieleki yet.
I Regieleki's good. Ursaluna is really scary for that thing. I mean, Regieleki very famous for having no moves that aren't electric type that matter.
With Terra Blast, though, he could be anything.
Oh, that is true. I wonder if he's running Terra Ice, which you should on Regieleki because it covers all of your problems. I bet Regieleki has a chance to one-shot Ursaluna, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you
I
have
was
it
talking
spec.
on mute the whole time.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I know. So as far as the options are concerned, you mentioned a ghost move or something like that. And I was saying to myself, where does that come from? What options does he have? Because to one-shot the Hatterene before the Trick Room comes down, the first impression is obvious, right? Like if he leads into Slitherwing, it's obvious what's about to happen. And then you end up in a double protect situation where Slitherwing has close combat.
So he has Stantler on the field.
Stantler on the field. Stantler, the perfect counter to this.
Is Goose a genius? I think so.
Well, you also said Stantler and no one else.
Does he get in prison?
Does it get in prison?
Does it get in prison?
Hold on.
I don't know.
Please.
There may be leakers in chat. I'm just concerned about saying that out loud.
Yeah, that's fair.
That eruption, strong eruption again. And there's the imprison.
Yup.
It's even better than I expected.
Yup.
What do we think about
oh boy
sending your Reshifu or your hot porridge in to an eruption like that?
Well, especially we know now. Well, we don't know for sure. It could be a low roll. Corsola survives another eruption, so
it does.
So you don't even have to worry about the Destiny Bond on that side of things. Because I think Destiny Bond lasts until it's Corsola's turn, right?
I believe so.
Okay. I did not know that Stantler was an Eviolite imprisoned Trick Room user. That's so sick.
Well,
Yeah.
it was banned last season.
It wasn't the Eviolite.
You just couldn't put Eviolite on it.
You weren't able to do the Eviolite thing.
Correct.
So
now he's just a big old tanky nuisance. I love that for him. Yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect.
2%, and it ends the Destiny Bond. Come on, man. You can't write this stuff, man.
It's just over now. Bliss is free to continue to hit Eruption every turn. He just wins the game. There's nothing Jesse could do about it, in my opinion. It's just over.
So, with that being said, do you think that the Corsola was the wrong call as a lead? Because we know that Hot Porridge survives, and there's no doubt that Corsola survives, but it's determining what impact Corsola has coming out first.
Oh,
think
I
Do
did
we
just
think
run into something. Inte can't use eruption anymore,
Inte
so maybe
cannot.
it was a good play.
I'm curious.
30%?
Not bringing the Wu Tang Lu to drop this special attack so that Hatterene can live seems like
And
the
then
mistake.
earthquaking your way, right? And then earthquaking your way to victory, or at least
Yeah.
killing the Entei, and possibly the Regieleki,
So I
and
mean, Trick Room just
dropping the
can't go up
Regieleki.
with Stantler on the field, so you're really incentivized to kill Stantler. But Stantler has Eviolite, and neither of those Pokemon get knockoff, so they can't. There's like no way he dies this turn. It's it's a really bad situation.
Yeah.
And he gets flamethrower. Okay,
Oh,
sure.
Wow, it
oh
lives.
my gosh! Oh my gosh! There's the double iron.
Crit
Woo!
mattered.
Man.
I'm
Holy
shocked.
moly! That did so much damage. That did so much.
I am
Okay.
curious if this is a vested Melmetal, because how else does it live a flamethrower like that?
Yeah, especially because
Not
Melmetal
having a
has
4 times weakness like Scizor.
negative defense, special defense. It's
Yeah.
definitely assault vested. Um, if I'm Jesse, my play here is protect Melmetal, Trick Room, Mad Hatter.
Well, it's
But if he's
vested.
has a assault vest, he
Yeah.
can't do it.
Is he getting the trick room up? Yeah, he is.
All right.
Interesting.
He doesn't really. He didn't really have anything.
Yeah,
else.
it's over. Yeah.
And- Wow.
Oh man, that was.
We see Carlos recover.
Wow.
This is the importance of having multiple options in a game. Like, you can have something
Absolutely.
amazing like that game 1 where you erupt and Entei gets 4 kills, and then game 2 you find out that they have a counter, and like game 3 you got to have something else.
Yeah,
I
especially
love
because
the denying of the information. The denying of the information was huge. It didn't
Yeah.
matter in the final game, but it was a good play.
Yeah, you gain nothing by giving him any more information. So, yeah,
yeah,
wonderful.
I was really impressed by Los's play. I think we're seeing, especially from Los and Skinner's games, Terra is really, really strong on if you go to the same type that you already are. I'm really impressed with it.
Yeah, that 50% boost is a hell of a drug.
I'm really excited to see someone with an adaptability mod like Crawdon.
Why
Just
would you
start
wish that on
one-shotting
anybody?
things.
Why
Yeah.
would you wish that on anybody? Why would you wish for someone to take the strongest Aqua Jet and the strongest knockoff in the game? Why?
Hello, people. We have to get interviews going, right?
We do.
Yeah, Los
We
is already
see-
here.
We see Carlos has just joined. Carlos, congratulations on the Vic Roy.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Los, do you feel dirty and disgusting after Terrifier Inte eruption? Does, do you feel sick
I've
to your
been
stomach
been
watching
waiting
that?
all day. I was excited all day to bring that out. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
I
when
was
you
I was not gonna say anything to chat. I just told the boys, guys, I'm really excited about my match tonight. It's gonna be a good one.
when you unveiled it, I thought Jesse has nothing for this. He just instantly loses off this one play. But then game 2 got kind of scary with Ting Lu stopping the one shot. Were you confident that you could come back with the Stantler lead in game 3, or were you scared at any point?
Uh, I think after he did really good pivoting game 2, and then after I saw how he pivoted, I was like, all right, I just bring Stantler. He has to do something about Stantler. And like at the same time, he can't deal with Stantler and Entei at the same time, and Entei's just gonna keep erupting and just keep hitting really hard. So
Yeah,
it's just like pick your poison really. You can't trick room, and all like if you go for the Entei, I'm just still faster and just gonna hit first every time.
I
So I was
realized
just
at
like,
the beginning of game 3, I was like, I guess Les could go Stantler and go for the double trick room to prevent it. And then you let it out, and I said, does it get in prison? Which is a lot
yeah,
safer than having to double trick room.
yeah, I went max defense on that Stantler because I was like, I thought he was gonna lead. I was like really prepping really hard against that Melmetal that never showed up until the last game, and yeah, no, I was like, all right, like Stantler max defense in Eviolite and just go from there. I mean, Entei eruption. Like when I saw that Melmetal defense, I'm like, let's look at Entei's special attack. Then I saw eruption, and I'm like, I've seen this somewhere else.
That's the easy way to do it.
Yeah,
Which one of these has the higher number? Yeah, we're going with that one.
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit. I think the main weakness with Jesse's team is how linear it is. I mean, you look at those guys and you know that he needs Trick Room up.
Yeah,
Primarina outspeeds almost all of his Pokemon. Primarina.
it
Wow.
was weird
She
because
is really slow.
yeah, it was really weird prepping for that team because I was like, the whole team kind of relies on Trick Room. So I made everything like slow enough or like reduce the speed enough where I'm still a little bit faster in some cases, and then like put the rest on like bulk so it can just be okay. Uh, like without Trick Room, it's still faster, and then still give it a little bulk.
Right.
So
So, in that game one on turn one, you see him Terra into that steel. What were your thoughts when that happened? Were you
I
just
Did
was
you
like,
read
beautiful,
Crystal?
beautiful. Let's see how he feels after the eruption. I felt so bad. I felt so bad because I was like, oh man, he is literally like showing his butt at me, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Here comes the eruption. It was unfortunate. It was really unfortunate.
you know one thing
Well,
I am
those
gonna
were good games. Those were some that was good navigation. I like it.
I am interested in your thoughts initially on this season, with this being your first battle in this Terra format.
My thoughts.
Yeah, like where do you see this meta going and competitively this league? What do you think this? You think we're
Um,
going to be moving more offensively, defensively?
I think defensively. So one thing, it was unfortunate, but like one of the big reasons I brought Slitherwing, Slitherwing had like Brick Break, and I think
Oh,
like
that's what its fourth
uh
move was.
yeah, it basically it was there in case he decided to do like I was really scared he was gonna do like like a control aspect where he was gonna have like either the attacking or special attacking legendary, and then have Amon put up a shield or like a reflector light screen. I was pretty spooked about that, so I thought uh at least bring the brick break because I think that'll be a thing this season where people are gonna be either debuffing a lot or putting up reflex, and I mean they're not gonna do anything like crazy where like they're gonna buff the defense, but like I think at minimum like reflex and light screens are gonna be really good. I think it'll do like a big difference. Um,
You made a tiny play, Carlos. I don't know if you thought about it, but we really liked it. You'd unveiled three of your moves on Slitherwing by the end of game two. And I don't know
yeah,
if you did this for a reason, but you hid the fourth move from Jesse when you realized you couldn't win. And I thought that was really smart.
yeah. That was the whole. Yeah, I didn't want to show off whatever the fourth move. Like I didn't want to show like, oh, I had brick break. Yeah, like I wanted him to like think a little like, oh, I don't know what his fourth move is, so I'm gonna try to hide that just so he doesn't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
even though Jesse was BMing you, Jesse, we're gonna ask you about that by making the last turn of game two last for 30 years because he didn't want to select Nightshade or whatever
Uh,
it was.
he used my own flesh and blood against me. I was scared about that.
yeah, you had to be. I mean, that Pokemon's gnarly. Yeah, I didn't expect to have to select a target when it was down to a 1v1, so that was my fault. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was wondering when Daniel said something. I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
I was sitting there. I
did
was
it
waiting. I was
already
like, damn.
happen? Am
Yeah.
I frozen?
Yeah, no, that's my bad.
So Jesse, you made
Uh,
quite a big comeback in that game too, just
Uh-huh.
adapting from the throttling in game one.
Yeah. Um.
Just take us through that, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think game one, I was not ready for Fire Terra Eruption. That was, that's crazy. I never even fucking thought about it, to be honest with you. But I adapted for game two. Although I was deceived, my game three strategy was I knew you weren't going to lead Latios since Ice Beam plus Eruption didn't kill Hatterene. And getting Trick Room to not go up is so important for you. And I also I didn't do a ton of prep for this week. I did enough to know that Stantler got in prison. Um, but I was deceived. My game plan for game three was for you to kill your own Entei by erupting my Destiny Bond down. But I was deceived by the roll that happened in game one because your eruption one tapped my Corsola under Sunny Days, so you had to have high rolled that apparently. Um, and I figured that a Terra Fire eruption would have just done plenty. So I just figured without Sunny Day, it might do like 70%, but clearly it was like a very close roll. So um, yeah,
I thought you were a crazy man, Liz, for swinging another eruption into Destiny bonding Corsola.
was it Specs?
No.
No.
That's crazy. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot. Oh my god. Oh
That's a
my
lot of
God.
damage.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
Holy
I thought
moly.
Loki. I thought it was just Specs damage, but hey, guess that's Terra, baby.
Yeah, I think
But yeah,
one thing that I'm learning watching this Terra is I don't know if the mod are just doing a lot more damage or if everything else just seems softer without Dynamax, but
hmm
these battles seem to be going much quicker.
Oh
That
yeah,
50,
no,
that
Dynamax.
50%, baby.
Dynamax makes like a monolith on the field for 3 turns that is extremely difficult to take down. It also increases stats and sets weather and stuff like that. So it's a lot more volatile of a game with Dynamax, especially like defensively. So I think and Terra offensive Terra is ridiculous. Um, so yeah, I think these games are definitely going to be a lot quicker this season. Like Lo said, yeah. So this week, my game plan was I really wanted to. I've never used Trick Room before in this league, so I wanted to see
You really went
how
all into
well.
that, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to see how well I could use it. And I was pretty satisfied. I was a little sad about the Corsola roll, but yeah, I was so far so good on the Trick Room aspects. I have a completely different game plan for Wo-Chien. Los talked about it a little bit just now, involving like screens with the Ruination Pokemon. I can't wait to make somebody as frustrated as they've ever been this season. Swinging into my defensively teared Wo-Chien with Reflecting Light Screen up and doing 12% of its health while it has ingrained and leech seeded one of the Pokemon. So yeah, I'm really,
Jeez.
You know, it's
I'm really,
pretty bold of you to tell us all this.
yeah. Well, now you get to prep for it, and when I don't bring it, and you bring like 4 Pokemon to counter it, it's just, it's all part of the mind game. I'm just better than you guys.
I mean,
But yeah,
even
so
even worse than that, you bring it and they prep for it, and there's nothing they can do. Like
yeah, that's fair enough.
it just goes off.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, so no, I
Listen,
thought, I was extremely satisfied with these matches. Yeah, the game three, I definitely needed Eruption to kill Corsola, and it living on 2% is pretty sad, but that's okay.
So
no, when I looked at your team, I was like, man, this man drafted really well, picking both of them on that says either reduces attack or
Yeah,
special attack.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, that's really good. Like, and in the trick room, I'm like,
Mhm.
yikes. He has like all the chances in the world to pull that off, and if he
Yeah,
does, he like wins. Like that.
yeah. I'm
It,
really.
yeah.
Yeah. I drafted this team. I thought it was going to be a lot of fun. I don't know exactly really how good it's going to be in the long run, but I thought it would be a fun team to try and draft, so I did.
Jesse, I want to give you a lot of props. The moment Carlos used eruption on turn one, game one, think I said, "Oh, Jesse just loses. He can't win this set." And you did a really good job in game two, pivoting around Ting Lu to make sure that you got Trick Room off. And I mean, it was a crazy win. I would say on paper you had we're coming at a very big disadvantage going into game 2, and you managed to make it work, and I loved seeing that.
Yeah, it was fun. Game 2 especially was fun playing around like ally switch, for example. I had to really think out that one turn where you ally switched with Slitherwing on the field about whether I was gonna like try and. So I thought you might protect an ally switch, so I was a little scared of like facading into the ally switch to like try and kill it just in case, and like having nothing go off, and then that being the last turn of Trick Room. So I was pretty satisfied with what I came up with for that turn. But yeah, it was a fun match. So yeah, dude, spread eruption with Terra Fire non-choice specs. What is that? That's crazy, man.
It had trouble, but like that's still like really.
Dude, with specs, does it just one tap my whole team?
I don't know.
Dude, you should have run that calc because holy fuck! I mean, I had bulk on every single one of my Pokemon. I'm pretty sure. Let me pull it up. Yeah. So Melmetal was full HP Assault Vest. Hatterene was
Yep.
full HP. 100 in defense and special defense. Ting Lu was full special defense. Yeah, Corsola was 252 HP, and then the rest split evenly on defense and special defense, and then Ursaluna was max HP and attack. So yeah, that thing probably one tapped my whole team. To be honest with you, if you just put specs on it, you should think about that next time. Good God Almighty.
Well, I did it with charcoal, and then I ran it with
okay.
I ran it, and I was like, with
Yeah,
assault
that's
vest.
neat.
I was like, even with assault vest, I'm like, it does enough. Where like Melmetals, I was really scared of your Melmetal.
Oh, for
'Cause I
sure.
thought
Yeah, you have to be. I could have. Yeah, I thought about Terra Water, but I wanted to Terra to Steel. Well, so it was Terra Steel this week, by the way. But I just wanted to see how much Double Iron Bash would do to like a Pokemon if I Terra Steeled that Melmetal. You know, just to
I
like.
did not want to give you that chance. I was like,
Yeah,
I
for
need
sure,
that
no
thing
doubt,
gone.
Well, we
no
all know
doubt.
that crit mattered.
Yeah, that crit did matter. Well, it didn't matter too much, but it mattered for the kill of the Pokemon. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was fun. That was a great one. I really enjoyed playing that one out.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, thank you for the game, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Good
Thank
games,
you.
guys.